Hello students, myself Darshil Shah working with LJ Institute of Pharmacy. Today we are going to discuss blood and plasma volume expanders. Blood and plasma volume expanders are the substances which are used to increase the body's fluid volume. First we will see the definition of blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue that circulates continuously around the body, allowing a constant communication between tissues which are far from each other. Next, we will see the definition of plasma. Plasma is a clear, straw-colored watery fluid in which several different types of blood cells are suspended. Plasma can be obtained by a centrifugation of the blood. Next, we will see the definition of blood and plasma volume expanders. As we have earlier seen that the plasma volume expanders are the substances which are used to increase the body's fluid volume by increasing the osmotic pressure. These agents are relatively high molecular weight compound. They are used to treat patients who have suffered hemorrhage or shock. There are basically two types of volume expanders. One is considered as the crystalloids, another one is colloids. Crystalloids are aqueous solution of mineral salts or other water soluble molecules like normal saline, dextrose, Ringer solution, while the colloids are larger insoluble molecules such as dextran, albumin and gelatin. Now generally it is observed that the colloids are better than the crystalloids because we know that the blood is a colloidal solution. So colloids can be easily mixed with the blood, so it works better than the crystalloids. Apart from that, the larger molecules of colloids are retained more easily in the intravascular space and increase the osmotic pressure. So more effective revitalization of plasma volume occurs by colloids than produced by the crystalloids. Duration of action for colloids is much longer than the crystalloids. In this, there are advantages of colloids and crystalloids. The main advantage of colloid is it causes less peripheral edema. It is the most common side effect associated with crystalloids. The intravascular half-life for colloid is 3 to 6 hours. As you can see that the intravascular half-life for crystalloids is only 20 to 30 minutes. But the advantage of crystalloids is it is inexpensive. Now what should be the ideal property of plasma volume expanders? The main property is it should be isoosmotic with plasma. It should be distributed to an intravascular compartment only. It should be pharmacodynamically inert. It means that it should not produce any pharmacological effect. It should be non-pyrogenic, non-allergenic and non-antigenic. It should not interfere with the blood group. It should be stable, easily sterilizable because we are inserting in a body, and it should be cheap. Now the generally used plasma expanders are human albumin, dextran, gelatin, Hitastarch and PVP. Generally, plasma volume expanders works on the principle of osmosis. It increases the plasma osmotic pressure, drawing water into a plasma from interstitial fluid. Since the lost blood is replaced with a suitable fluid, now the diluted blood flows more easily in the vessels. As a result of chemical changes, more oxygen is released to the tissue. So it saves the tissue from damage, or we can say as a from paralysis. Now these are the few examples of plasma volume expanders. First is human albumin. It is obtained from pooled human plasma. It can be used without regard to a patient's blood group and does not interfere with the coagulation. It is the main advantage of albumin. It is free of risk of transmission of hepatitis because the preparation is heat treated. It means that albumin is prepared by heating. Along with albumin, you have to infuse crystalloid solution concurrently. Generally, normal saline is inserted. Generally, albumin is a protein, so it is used to treat acute hypoproteinemia. It is also used in acute liver failure and dialysis. But albumin is relatively expensive compared to the other plasma volume expanders. Available marketed products for albumin is Albudac, Albupan, and Albumed. Next is dextran. It is highly branched polysaccharide molecule obtained from a sugar beet. It is produced by using bacterial enzyme dextran sucrase from the bacterium Leco-non-stuck mesenteroids, which grows into the sucrose medium. Now the most commonly used dextran is dextran 70 and dextran 40. Now dextran 70, it expands the plasma volume nearly for 24 hours. It is the main advantage of dextran 70. It is excreted slowly by glomerular filtration as well as oxidized into the body over the weeks, and some amount is deposited in a reticular endothelial cells. The disadvantage of dextran 70 is it may interfere with the blood group. It can interfere with the coagulation and platelet function, thus it can prolong the bleeding time. So dextran 40 is more suitable than dextran 70. Now we will see the dextran 40. It is 10% solution in dextrose. It acts more rapidly than dextrose 70. It reduces the viscosity of blood. It excreted through renal tubules and occasionally may produce the acute renal failure. Main advantage for dextran is it can be stored for 10 years. It is relatively cheap and it is most commonly used plasma expander. Other example of colloidal plasma volume expander is Hitastarch. It is a complex mixture of ethoxylated amylopectin of various molecular size. Average molecular weight is 4.5 lakhs. It maintains the blood volume for longer period of time. It does not cause acute renal failure or coagulation disturbance. It improves the hemodynamic status for 24 hours. Adverse effect of Hitastarch is vomiting, fever, itching, and flu-like symptoms. The most common brand for Hitastat, that is Expan 6%, is widely used. Now we will see the few example of crystalloids. Most common example, that is normal saline. As we all know that normal saline is 0.9% NaCl. The pH of isotonic is considerably lower than the blood pH. The normal saline is frequently used in patients who cannot take fluids orally and have developed dehydration. Next is lactated Ringer solution. It was introduced in 1880 by Sidney Ringer. He was a British physician. Ringer solution contains calcium and potassium with NaCl. It is contraindicated as diluent for blood transfusion. Last is dextrose solution. Generally 5% dextrose solution are used, which provides 170 kilocalorie per liter energy. The osmolarity is lower than the serum and it is useful when the kidney function is impaired because all the colloidal solution excreted through a kidney. These are the few examples of the plasma volume expanders. I hope I have cleared all points regarding plasma volume expanders. Thank you.